ChatGPT, one of the powerful chatbot that has become a most discussed topic on the internet today. So, what is ChatGPT? How it works? And is it possible for ChatGPT to replace Google? Let's check it out. My name is Jidin and welcome to J Exploit. We can't neglect the fact that Google has become an integral part of our life, both personal and professional. If we have a question in our mind, we immediately Google it to find the right answer for the question. So when you Google something, Google will fetch millions of results based on your search criteria and present it in front of you. You have to go through the links one by one to find out the right answer for your question. And if you have a follow-up question, you have to repeat the same process again to find out the right answer. Suppose if we know a subject matter expert who can help us with this, we can ask this question to them or that person. And the chances are we will get a direct answer or a reply for that question. And if we have a follow-up question, we can ask the same person again. And the chances are again we will get a perfect reply or the right answer for that question. So what if a software or an application do this task for you? Yes, this is what ChatGPT does. For instance, you ask a question to ChatGPT, like the recipe to prepare or make a pizza. So it will respond back with the ingredients, the quantity and all those details to make the dish. And if you have a follow-up question like how to make it more spicy, how to make the pizza more spicy, it will respond back with the procedure or the step-by-step process you have to follow to make it a little more spicy. This is interesting, right? You ask a question to the system and it responds quickly within fraction of seconds. And this is the reason why ChatGPT got 1 million plus users in just 5 days after its launch. ChatGPT was developed by OpenAI. OpenAI is a company that started in USA back in 2015. Sam Altman is one of the founder and the CEO of the company. Even Elon Musk was one of the founders of OpenAI, but he stepped down from management in 2018. OpenAI focused more on the research and development on artificial intelligence. Their goal is to bring up the things that can create revolution in artificial intelligence. The company is more focusing on generative AI or the generative artificial intelligence. With the help of generative AI, they were able to create an interface for ChatGPT that responds like a human. Now let's look into how ChatGPT works. The last three letters in the word ChatGPT, that is GPT, stands for Generative AI Pre-trained Transformer. Generative AI is technology that can extract meaningful information out of the analyzed data. Usually in machine learning and AI, the data is being analyzed and the system learns from it. In addition to that, in generative AI, it can extract or generate meaningful information out of it. For instance, when someone asks a question to ChatGPT, it first understands the question and from whatever it has learned from the analyzed data, it will take those information and put into the form of sentences to give the right answer for that question. The next part is pre-trained transformer. It basically means that the entire system of ChatGPT is being trained by a human. So how are they able to achieve that? It was possible with RLHF, reinforcement learning from human feedback. So it is a step-by-step process that helps ChatGPT to understand a question and respond properly. The first step is to understand a question. For this purpose, the system has been fed with huge volume of data and billions of words that's taken from freely available sources like social media. This helps the system to understand the context of a question. The second step is that the system generates multiple answers for a question. And these questions are ranked by the humans, like which one is the best answer, which one is a bad. In the third step, when someone asks a question, the system generates, as said, multiple answers in the backend, and out of which the best one is selected and presented it to the user. So this is how the generative API pre-trained transformer works with the help of RLHF. In a nutshell, the system generates multiple answers for the question and out of that, the best ranked one is taken and presented it to the user. It's not the first time someone has come up with a chatbot like this. Microsoft in 2016 has come up with a chatbot named Tay. Blunderbot was another chatbot which was developed by Meta. But this chatbot didn't get much acceptance because it was providing false information and there were no proper guidelines to control these systems. In order to avoid this problem, OpenAI has come up with a moderation API. Moderation API is basically a set of guidelines that decides how the system should respond. Now there are a lot of positives and negatives for this ChatGPT. Let's start with the positives first. ChatGPT is considered as one of the futuristic technology. It can be used to find the grammatical mistakes in a language. It can be used as a translator. You can translate from one language to another. It also has a comprehend feature. Like you can summarize anything, like for example movies or books. If you just ask a question about book to summarize it, ChatGPT will do that for you. Another cool feature of ChatGPT is that it can help to build codes. That means if you're a programmer and if you're looking for a piece of code, you can mention that requirement to ChatGPT and it will get you that whole code. Another thing is that ChatGPT can also help you to find or detect the errors in a code and correct it. ChatGPT has got wide possibilities in the future. Now, some of the negatives of ChatGPT. ChatGPT works purely based on the information that is fed into its system. It doesn't have the capability to fetch some details from the internet and present it to the user. And also, ChatGPT only have the information up to 2021. So anything that happened after 2021, if you ask anything about something happened after 2021, ChatGPT won't be able to answer that question. At present, it is in the testing phase. Maybe it will get updated in the future. The moderation API feature should be made mandatory because some users have come up with the problem that moderation API can be bypassed if you ask a question in a complex way. If you ask a simple question in a complex way, it can be bypassed. So some users have come up with this problem. One another thing is that there is a possibility for hackers to abuse ChatGPT to get the information about the target system. ChatGPT can be costly. The OpenAI CEO himself has mentioned that it spends 5 cents to generate an answer for a question. For ChatGPT to operate like Google, it has to spend $400 to $500 million a day. So the possibilities are that in future, the ChatGPT services might be a paid one, like you have to subscribe for it. Now, people might also lose their job when ChatGPT comes into the play. This was mentioned by OpenAI CEO himself. So they are planning to train the employees who might lose their jobs when ChatGPT comes into the play. And some of the experts say that ChatGPT might replace Google in the future. So that's all about ChatGPT. Hope the video was informative for you. If you like the video, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.